Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times. We're going to be looking at the Wave 4 of the Young Justice figures. Kind of some cool offerings with this wave. We'll start off with what everybody says is the Man of Tomorrow. We all know that the Man of Tomorrow is actually Batman. Here we go. Typical card. No collect and connect piece. This is the first time with this particular line that we're going to have a single with no collect and connect. We do get a stand, though, for pretty much every figure. I don't think that's a very good trade-off, in my opinion. On the back, you get this nice little bio, a little bit of art there. Okay, you can slow that, pause, take a look. And then we have Superman. So, let's go ahead and pop him out. The stand has nothing on it. I mean, if you're going to give me a stand, you could have at least put like a Superman symbol or something on it. Let's see. He's stuck in here. All right. There. Now, one thing I see missing right away is the S on the back of his uniform. Not sure that he even has it in the comics, but you know what? I dig it, so I wish it had it. You can kind of look at the facial sculpt there. He does look like he does on the TV show, which is, to me, you know, with very little flair to it. His Superman suit is dark. It's not, obviously, it's not the bright one of like the 50s, 60s. It's more of like the modern day, a little bit darker. I would have liked to have seen it, you know, a little bit different, but that's okay. I think it does go with the show. I think this figure especially, and I know it's all the same buck, but maybe it's the colors. Maybe they're too slimming for him. But I think that he looks real long in the waist to me. Boots are regular Superman boots. You know, you can see those all the way around. I don't know. This figure really leaves me kind of cold, and if you're not going to give me articulation, none of the figures that we have today will have any real articulation. I mean, dude, that's all. That is the leg articulation. I mean, that's just terrible, really. Now, as far as size, just to give you an indication here of what we're looking at, you know, Batman in here about the same size. I can live with that. With John, might be a hair taller. I don't know what you all think. But, hey, at least they got Superman, right? So there you go. Now, would I buy him? Yeah, I'd buy him. He's Superman. Of course I'm going to buy him. Let's see. Next would be Artemis. Now, everybody is of the opinion this is actually Artemis Croc. I think I could join in with that crowd, that she's actually, you know, that might be a spoiler, but hey, look online. It says that she's mercilessly trained by her father, gives all the more credence that her father is actually, spoiler, you should look online. Anyway, regular packaging, you can see the rest of her bio there, kind of standard where this is concerned. Now, here in opening up Artemis, I will have to say that giving her a stand and saying that you've added a piece is kind of ignorant because of the fact that, I mean, pretty much every female figure comes with a stand. Now, she does have bigger feet. I actually think they did a pretty good job on this figure. I think if you look, I mean, I really think that actually, they did a very good job with her likeness. There she's got her quiver on the back. Her hair moves around a little bit. I think that actually, I think they've done good. I think probably the reason that she probably wouldn't have needed a stand, let's look and see. Because she's got big honking feet. But I guess it's still pretty good to have it. But she's kind of got that really, really high forehead, I guess, because of her hair's pulled back. It's got a little bit of, you know, some accoutrements right here that are fine. But she also comes with a bow, which you can see it is a compound bow. This is different than the Speedy bow. And it will fit into her hand, I'll bet you. Which it does. There you go. There you go. So she's well able to hold it. It's not bad looking. It's plain, but hey, you know, look at the size of these figures. Now, again, I mean, without articulation, a bow is kind of pointless, right? Now here she is, and she was holding it actually fairly well. They have seemed to, this is one of the new hands, which does seem to grip things far superior to than the way the other ones were. Let me bring a couple of the other Titans out here. I guess Kid Flash, you know, she's got the hots for him. Robin, you know, they're about the same size. And Aqualad might be a little hair taller, but she fits in with the group. What do you think? All in all, I actually think it's a great figure. If they actually had articulation, I think it would be a wonderful figure, an excellent figure. But right now, I mean, I think that the sculpt is nice, but not having articulation and paying this amount of money for a non-articulated figure, that is a bit difficult. You can buy these on EnchantedToyChest.com. I think they're taking pre-orders. We want to thank Mattel for helping us out with these. Next is going to be Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. You know what? I just did not show you the card, but I tell you what, I still can. I actually kind of like the way he looks on here. You know, kind of some throwback styling there. Kind of got his bio. He again comes with a stand. Now, he also comes with this. I think we originally saw this with John Stewart in the JLU line. Now, his ring is on his right hand, and let's see, will it fit? So he's got something to bash, you know, Star Sapphire's head in with. Ooh, excuse me. Probably Vandal Savage or something like that. You know, I don't believe in treating women that way. His ring is, I mean, basically a dot right there. Now, I know it's the same buck, but this, as thin as he is, it actually works with him. Regular green boots. More, to me, the modern look. I actually like this sculpt of his face. I actually, for as little as they did to it, I actually think it has a little bit of a personality to it. Not as much as what I thought with Captain Atom, but this is, I actually really do like this face. I think it lends a lot to the character. Oh, look, his head actually does move. Look, we have an extra point of articulation. You know, with the Batman, I could never get his head to come up so that he could look anybody in the eye. It was like he's always staring at their feet. But this is a very, very nice sculpt. Now, finally, last figure in this wave is Robin. If you don't know what his origin is, you must have been living in a hole, but just in case you've been in that hole and you finally escaped, we want to help you. Speaking of holes, I want to make sure that, what kind of head articulation does Superman have? None. His head cannot come up and down. Hal's can, which I think is useful when you've got your figure standing this way. This, he cannot. Now, Robin is a repaint, but he does come with a bow, which is good. I have yet to see, actually I do have the Stealth Robin, I just haven't opened it because I'm missing a couple figures for my Hall of Justice. What is up with that? Why are we getting Wave 4s out and I still don't have that? Not able to put my Hall of Justice together. Okay, here we go. He's got the, you can see the cape is pretty much the same, right? He's still got the yellow line on the outset. Now this is more, this is in line with the show. This is more of kind of his classic look for me. Now on his gloves, this is kind of interesting that they gave him, you know, they actually put, you know, little black, they actually highlighted those, whereas on this one, they actually did not. So, you know, but they're the exact same figure with repainted. Honestly, I really like this color scheme. In fact, the Robin that I usually have displayed on here is of that color scheme because I never liked with the solid red legs and all that. I just never liked it. But to me, am I glad I had it? Yeah, I like it. Would I purchase it, especially sans a collect and connect piece? I probably would not. Well, I'm a Batman collector. Unless I was a die-hard Batman collector, I wouldn't buy this figure if I were you. I mean, it just doesn't bring enough to the party. He does come with, I don't know if this is the original hand or, this to me looks like, this is an original Robin. Let's see. You know, because they changed their hands when they started realizing that their guys couldn't hold anything. Well, maybe it is an original Robin hand, because this is an original Robin. He can still hold it. So, I'm glad that my original Robin, I actually really like this outfit a whole lot better. I just don't think this brightness works with this particular figure. I don't know why that is. I'm just telling you how I see it. But anyway, so for a line though, for a wave, man, we got 3 figures and 1 repaint. And one could say, hey, it's a classic repaint. But I think it's great. Our first Artemis figure, I don't know of anybody that's ever made an Artemis figure. So this is pretty cool. We got 2 key members of the League. We've got a reasonable repaint with a Robin if you really wanted one. And our first Artemis figure. This is actually a pretty good wave. Well, this is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times. Hope you've enjoyed looking at these. Hope if you would like to see these close up, we'll have some pictures at aftimes.com from every angle possible, and along with some group shots. This is Doc Owen reminding you to be extraordinary. Make sure you tell all your friends about us and subscribe. We'll see you next time on aftimes.com.